Hello, it's day 15. I was thinking this morning that it's actually important to pause every so often and just reflect on how the diet's going. Sometimes we can become so bogged down with all the necessities of the diet, of what we need to eat and getting meals on the table and menu planning and then if you're suffering from any any detox symptoms of any sort, then it can sort of get you preoccupied that you don't actually notice the benefits that are starting to come through. And I've certainly seen a few benefits, both physically, mentally, and spiritually. For us, I think the most visual one for me has been my 5-year-old. She gets eczema if she consumes dairy products, and she tends to get it the back of her knee and in her groin area, and she can get it in other places as well, but those are the predominant places. Well, she ended up with it really flared up for literally a couple of weeks, and literally almost 2 weeks. It just really flared up from the start of the diet, and I actually began to get quite concerned, because I had expected it to, because I know that's quite common with detoxing symptoms, is that if you have eczema it can just get worse. But it got quite bad and it was really quite sore, and it wasn't improving. It stayed really quite red raw for like I said, nearly 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden, about 3 days ago, suddenly it cleared up. I mean, really, almost overnight. And all she has now is there's a mark where it had been on the back of her leg, which I'm sure will fade quite soon. But there is no sign now of eczema. So I was, that is quite a big thing, to see that that's cleared up completely. Like I said, there's no sign apart from the mark where it was. So I'm really thrilled about that. My toddler, my 14-month-old, the thing I've noticed with her is actually her feces, her poo is really solid and well formed. It's not, she's not dehydrated, it's not really hard, but it's a just good, solid, well formed poo. Sorry to be so graphic, but none of my children have ever had poo like that. Nappies were always disaster zones, and I mean, this is fantastic. I clean her, change her nappy, and it's just so quick and easy, because there's just hardly any mess. So that for me is just, it's wonderful. And if you have to change nappies, or you remember changing nappies, you will know why I'm so pleased with that one. So that's something for her that I have really noticed. Another thing I've noticed with my children, which is quite interesting, is actually there's almost like a renewed spirituality with them. They keep singing worship songs spontaneously, made up ones they're making up themselves, and it's not something I've encouraged or we're doing anything different. I've just suddenly noticed they're doing that, which is quite interesting to watch, and quite lovely to watch as well. For me, the biggest thing I suppose for me is my energy. I have so much more energy. And despite the fact that I've actually had 2 nights now where I've been nursing a sick baby, I'm still very energized. That lethargy is just not there. I tended to get to 1-2 o'clock and I would just be desperately waiting for bedtime. And then I would come alive in the evenings, which wasn't very helpful. But I am really finding that I have energy throughout the day. which is just brilliant because my mind's clear and I'm energized and I can get on with things, which is really important for me right now because obviously I have a lot to do with getting ready to move. So I'm thrilled with that. And also spiritually, I am having a fantastic time with God. I'm really getting some good quality time with Him each day, which is just blessing me so much. So I just thought I'd share reflections on things that I've been noticing, and just encourage you to just have a look and think. Stop for a minute and think, because sometimes we can not notice it because it's sort of crept on, and just think about the fact of what benefits you're seeing from this diet, because that will really encourage you to carry on so that you can see more. So I shall say goodbye for today, and as I'm always saying, keep drinking your water, keep setting the timer, oops, spilling water everywhere, and keep praising Jesus. Enjoy this adventure with food, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.